life's all about. And breathing in, out. This is what it's all about. These are the moments we live. We want more. We live for. Picture in my head, and after driving all night, now here it is. I feel the sun kissing my skin, and I just wanna take it in.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How are you all doing today? Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're listening from. I'm super excited to be here tonight, and I hope that it's the same for everyone in the room. Please let me know if you can hear me in the comment section. I would like to confirm if I'm being heard properly before I proceed. So if you can hear me, let me just type "I can hear you" in the comment section. And welcome to the long-awaited Getwork Nigeria undergraduate program. Oh, thank you so much, Ugochi Steven. I see you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am super excited to be here. If you're excited to be here, can you make some noise in the comment section? Wow, we've been looking forward to this day for a very long time, and here it is. Make some noise in the comment section. All right, Blessing, thank you so much for your response. I see you in the comment section. I see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right, I see that we have 13 amazing early rising participants in the room. I want to officially welcome you today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the energy, Ugochi Steven. I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to make a special shout out to every punctual person in the room. So if you know you showed up early, just drop something in the comment section so that I can call your name like a royalty that you are and welcome you like a royalty that you are. Okay, I see Franca Elechi. Welcome, Franca. Demisola Omolade, you are welcome. Iswat Ishola, welcome. I see you. Come on, keep dropping your comments in the comment section. If you joined us early, I would like to see more of your comments. Thank you so much. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited. I've been looking at the clock since the beginning of the day. I've been looking forward to this session because it's going to be a transformational session for everyone that attends. I can assure you that. I see you, Itunu Mercy. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So quickly share with me your names and where you're listening from. You're listening from Canada, listening from Atlanta, listening from Nigeria, or even if you're listening from one village in Osun State, still be proud of your location, all right? And share with me where you're listening from. So let me know your name, where you're listening from, and what your expectation is tonight. I know that you came to this meeting with so much expectation. You're looking forward to learning. You're looking forward to evolving. So let me see you articulate that, all right? So let me know your name, where you're listening from. I would like to meet you. Of course, it's introduction time, so we can take a few minutes to meet ourselves so that we can have a friendly journey moving forward. So I look forward to your responses. Let me know your names and where you're listening from. All right. So while that happens, while I expect your responses, I want to again say welcome to Getwork Nigeria Graduates Empowerment Program. I must confess to you, and I'm not lying to you this moment. I'm telling you the gospel truth that you are in the best place tonight. And I celebrate you for your intentionality, because the truth is you could have decided to be somewhere else doing some other things this moment, but you decided to be here to invest in your own life and to invest in yourself so that you can improve the quality of your life. Come on, I celebrate you. Come on. Can you celebrate yourself in the comment section? All right, I see Ugochi Stephen King from Abuja. Hi, Ugochi Stephen King. How is Abuja today? Thank you so much for joining us. Emmanuel Idela, I hope you called your name correctly, from Lagos. Lagos in the building. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, how is Lagos today? I'm not in Lagos, so you'll be the best person to tell me how Lagos is today. Okay, Abuja is fine. That's beautiful. That's good news. Thank you for your response. Looking forward to your response, Emmanuel. If you are in this chat and you are not typing, you are wrong. I can see a lot of people in the chat. I see Ara Talks, I see Blessing, I see Manuela, I see Franca, I see Memisola, I see Iswat, Itsunoshi. Everybody, please let's interact in the comment section. Come on. Let's interact in the comment section. Lagos is fine, amazing. Welcome. Iswat, thank you for joining us from Lagos as well. Okay. I already heard that Lagos is fine, so I don't think I need to ask again. Thank you so much for joining. So quickly, let's do something quickly. Guys, please, I want you to do something for me right now. I want you to take a screenshot of this meeting and post on your social media handles. Invite your friends to join us. This is not a meeting for a few minds. This is like a big solution to a massive factor that we are encountering, especially in Nigeria. So it is very important that you impact some other persons by inviting them to this meeting. So I'd like you to quickly take a screenshot of this meeting and share on your status, share on your WhatsApp status, share on your Facebook profiles, share everywhere. Go ahead to Instagram and share. All right. So let's do that quickly so that we can invite our friends. If you know that friend, that fresh graduate, or even an undergraduate that is supposed to be here and is not here tonight, please do well to invite them. Do well to invite them to this meeting. This is a meeting that every undergraduate and fresh graduate should attend. So yeah, while we do that, I would like to introduce myself to you, because you might be wondering, who exactly is this person? She just came on stage and boom, boom, boom. She's just saying everything all over the place. Yes, that's because that's what I've come here to do tonight. Apart from coming here to learn and be impacted myself, I'm also here to help you enjoy your experience in this meeting. All right, I'm here to help you have a seamless experience and make it a memorable and unforgettable session for you. So my name is Anotade Oyinlola Mary. I'm a communication expert and a tech enthusiast. I'm also a creative writer. I enjoy helping people understand how to communicate effectively, and I also enjoy curating events and comparing events like this. So yeah, I am here doing what I enjoy doing the most. So I promise you, it's gonna be a lovely session if you cooperate with me. Please cooperate with me. So if you're going to cooperate with me in the comment section, just type, I will cooperate with you. You guys have to respond to me right now. Even though I will not proceed, type I will cooperate with you so that I will know that you're on my side. Type I will cooperate with you in the comment section. I know that some of you are still busy sharing while you're back. Oh, thank you, Franca. Thank you so much, Franca. I don't feel safe here. Oh, thank you, Ugochi. 100%. Thank you so much. So cooperating with me means you will do everything I asked you to do. Now, the reason why I'll be giving you a few instructions is so that we can have a beautiful session all together. Okay, Emmanuel says he will cooperate with me. Oh, thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you, Ugochi, Steven. I can see that it's only a set of persons that have been responding. We have about 15 persons on the live chat, and it's only 4 people that have been responding. Okay. Maybe they're the ones that will walk home with gifts that are available for us. Let's watch out and see. This one, thank you so much, and thank you so much for joining. So for people that are joining us for the first time, welcome to this beautiful session. I would like to share with you a few things about Getwork Nigeria, get you familiarized, show you around the building, and then we kickstart the journey immediately. So briefly, Getwork Nigeria is a graduate empowerment initiative, and we have the objective to train, recruit, and manage talent, okay? So anything we will be doing here, you need to have a deep understanding that you're coming here to get trained, all right? You're coming here to understand how to manage your talent. And yes, at the end of the day, you could end up getting a recruitment from a very beautiful company. Yes, that has happened. If you have been following up our group chat updates, you realize some people coming to share their testimonies of how they joined Getwork Nigeria, got some connections from there, and that they're happily at their places of work. So that tells you to pay attention to everything that is happening here tonight. Do not sleep. Please, at meetings like this, there are spirits that come and tempt you to sleep. If you agree with me, say hi in the comment section. Sometimes you just feel like, it's getting too lengthy. I encourage you tonight to please pay 100% attention. Do not be distracted. Get your notepad, ensure that you're writing, share with your friends, and you're going to be impacted at the end of the day. We have organized top-notch speakers, first-class, world-class speakers who have experience. They do not just have experience, but they have results. They are coming to these sessions on the respective days to speak to us about how to position ourselves as graduates that cannot be ignored. You know how you walk into a company or you walk into a place and they are begging you to stay? Yes, that's what you're going to be learning here, how you can position yourself for global dominance. So yeah, we help graduates transit into the work environment effectively. I was listening to somebody about 2 days ago, and the person was showing me the statistics, the number of graduates we have in Nigeria right now, and the number of unemployed graduates that we have. Now, he was trying to make me understand that some of the graduates are not unemployed because there are no job opportunities, but most of the graduates that are unemployed today are unemployed because they are not fit for the roles that are available. They are not skilled enough. They don't have communication skills. They don't have, or probably they don't even have fitting CVs that allows them to get called up for this job. So believe me, Getwork Nigeria is doing a lot by curating this session and bringing you together tonight. So I hope you're ready. Are you ready? Come on. Let me see if you're ready in the comment section. I want to see if you're ready. I want to see if you're ready. Type, I am ready for tonight. I am set. I am, just type anything that expresses that you are ready. Whatever comes to your mind, I am ready, I am set, I am good to go. Anything. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blessing. Thank you, Franca, and thank you every single person joining tonight. All right, every single person joining tonight. So quickly, we have a schedule that we are going to, and I wouldn't want to run into the time for the next session, but I just want to share my testimony with you. I was part of the Getwork Nigeria program in the last session that happened in April. And sincerely, I would not lie to you. What happened to me was a mind re-engineering. What happened to me was a spark, never to settle for less. I immediately went back to my CVs. I started revamping. I started revamping a lot of things. And trust me, I have been able to position myself for amazing opportunities that has allowed me to become a person of more impact, more income, and even more influence. So you are in the best place tonight. I tell you are in the best place tonight. Welcome, Nita Duru. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. So quickly, I can see your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for your responses. Thank you so much for your responses. So yes, We are about to start. We are about to start, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our incredible young talent in the house tonight. I want to once again officially welcome you. Today we gather not just to celebrate academic achievements, but to ignite the fire of potentials within the heart of everyone in this room tonight. We are here to explore uncharted territories and to unveil the secrets to positioning ourselves, for success in the ever-evolving world of work. So once again, I welcome you to this gateway of limitless potentials and boundless opportunities. As a participant of this, dynamic program tailored for you, graduates, and fresh talents, you are embarking on a transformative journey. A journey to elevate your skill, a journey to ignite your aspiration, a journey to position yourself for adventure of growth, adventure of innovation and empowerment. So I want to say to you this evening, as we set our sail together to start, I want to encourage you to put in your heart in everything we'll be doing tonight. Buckle up and get ready for a program filled with inspiration, a program filled with knowledge, and a program sense of empowerment. Together, we would unlock the doors of professional excellence, providing you with the keys to navigate the world of labor today. So once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you jam your hands together for yourselves in the comment section? I love you so much. And I'm already loving everyone on this group chat. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So quickly, we are moving into the next order of program. Who is excited? Make some noise. Make some noise. I can't see you making some noise. Come on. Don't be cool at me. Don't go quiet on me, please. Make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Because I'm about to do something very amazing and beautiful right now. I'm about to introduce. I'm so excited to say this. I'm shy. I'm too shy to say this. Should I say it? Do you want to hear it, guys? Do you want to hear it, guys? Do you want to hear this? Do you want, oh God, are you even ready for what I'm about to do right now? We have started already, all right? But are you ready for what I'm about to do? Okay, you want to hear it, all right? All right, come on, let's do this. All right, so I'm about to bring on stage, Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm trying to contain myself because when you're about to invite the king on stage, you have to do it very well. Okay, you don't invite royalties anyhow, because the kind of excellence that they assume should not be talked about lowly. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fresh graduates and undergraduates in the house, today, I have the immense honor of introducing a visionary, a leader, and the driving force behind this remarkable organization we all admire and are inspired by. Get ready to welcome with me the founder of Getwork Nigeria, the person of Mrs. Bumi Omeke, to the stage for our welcome speech. Hold on, relax. Mrs. Bumi Omeke is not just a name. It's a symbol of relentless dedication and unshakable commitment to the cause of empowering our youth and shaping a brighter future for all. She has this powerful passion for transforming dreams into reality. Mrs. Bumi Omeke has tirelessly championed the cause of creating opportunities, fostering innovations, and nurturing talent. You see, under her visionary leadership, Getwork Nigeria has become a beacon of hope for countless young minds and a platform that bridges the gap between education and real-world experience, and a guiding light on the path of professional success. Mrs. Bumi Omeke, your vision, unwavering dedication, and tireless pursuit of excellence inspires us all, ma. Your journey has not only created a difference in the lives of many, but has also helped many of us redefine the landscape of education, employment, and empowerment in the nation. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a thunderous ovation, a thunderous round of applause. Please, I'm not going to welcome her on stage until I see your emojis. Keep it coming in. Keep it coming in. For a woman that has stood the test of time and built with all of her strength, Getwork Nigeria. Join me to welcome the driving force behind Getwork Nigeria, our fearless leader, Mrs. Bumi Omeke, to the stage. Come on, jam your hands together. Make some noise. I'm clapping here. I'm clapping here. Thank you so much, ma. You can have the stage, ma. Well, you're welcome.
Hello. Thank you for that. I was emotional listening to that introduction from Oyinlola. Thank you so much. And I was emotional because I thought about the journey here. I thought about the vision. I thought about what brought me here, my personal experience, and the depth of employability in Nigeria and the fear for the future of work among the young graduates in Nigeria. I thought of the work, the resilience in putting all this together. It's not been easy. As a young mom of twins, relocating to Canada in the past 1 year and still having to drive this, talk to stakeholders, partner with stakeholders, and reach out to the graduate community. It's a long walk. While Oyinlola was making that introduction, I don't know, I was just kind of overwhelmed that, okay, so we're getting this together and this is becoming a movement, this is becoming a force, this dream is coming to reality. One person, if you connect with me, if you meet me personally, you would know my heart for the younger generation is very deep. I feel a very high sense of connection, and I really want every part that I've passed through that have been difficult to be easier for those coming after me. So it might surprise you why it is quite an emotional one for me. I will go straight to talk about Getwork Nigeria, but before I start, I cannot be here without the co-founder. Sorry, I have a little issue with my voice, so it might be cracky a bit because of the weather here. It's quite cold. We're in winter. My co-founder, Ms. Yetunde Ajibade, I remember how this started. I was co-managing a business with her, a school business, and I was seated in my office. We're trying to recruit teachers for the school. And each time we had this pool of candidates, we just can't find the right person. And it was really torturous for me, because I was thinking, these are teachers, people who are going to be grooming our kids, people who are going to be teaching our kids, and we can't find a quality teacher for a 0 to 6 years program, 0 to 6 years Montessori early education. We can't find good teachers. So are we just going to be looking at this problem, or we're going to solve it? And it was right in that office that the dream, the whole inspiration of Getwork Nigeria came about. And I communicated it to her immediately, and she held my hands. And since then, she's been my backbone in everything that I've done towards making this program a reality. The Getwork Nigeria has put me on a platform that I didn't plan. Just recently, I was one of the 50 women who were selected all over the world by an Hillary Clinton Foundation program on leadership. And that's because of the work we're doing at Getwork Nigeria. We may not be on all the social media handles and be boozing followership and all that, but there's a lot of work we are doing at the background. There's a lot of partnerships that we are coming up with the universities, the employers of labor, to ensure that this generation of workforce are empowered. They are quality kind of workforce, employable kind of workforce. That is the work that we're doing. We're passionate about it. It's not about the money. It's about the people. It's about the future of our generation, the future of our children, the future of the younger ones that are coming after us. Time is a bit fast spent. Our guest speaker will be coming up in 9 minutes. So I will try as much as possible to talk about Getwork Nigeria, our rationale, and also talk about this program, how it's going to work, how it's going to happen, and To help with the network, I think I'm going to take off the video. You've seen enough of my face. So I'm going to talk about Getwork Nigeria, and I'm going to talk about how the program is going to run for the next 4 weeks. That's in this month of November. So Getwork Nigeria is an acronym for Graduate Employability Workshop Training. It is a graduate empowerment initiative owned by an human capacity development company called Getwork Nigeria Limited. The initiative aims at improving the quality of workforce in Nigeria, and the Getwork Nigerian team has been engaged in the following: annual, biannual, periodic employability training and mentorship programs for fresh graduates and final year students in the Nigerian universities, employers and stakeholders engagement, talent on theme, general support for graduate job entries, advocacy for fresh graduates empowerment. These are against the background that earning a university degree no longer guarantees employment. Through its experience, the Getwork Nigeria team focused on employability skills training, hard and soft skills of fresh graduates to help them transit into the work environment effectively. Notwithstanding our laudable impact, the constantly changing social economic narrative gives rise to the need to productively and consistently engage undergraduates, especially in their final year, on work preparedness outside their academic environments as well. What is the rationale behind this? Myriads of empirical evidence establish that education and skills will matter more than ever to individual and societal prosperity. However, it appears the current Nigerian higher educational curricula have failed to keep up with changing skill demands, thus providing growing skills gap with far-reaching social and political repercussions. Currently, more than 40% of Nigerian graduates are already finding it challenging to be gainfully employed because organizations believe that these young graduates lack the skills and competencies required for optimum performance. Meanwhile, earning a university degree no longer guarantees employment. Navigating the real world after academic attainment requires more than the theoretical knowledge obtained from the universities. Many students who graduated from Nigerian higher institution of learning do not possess the competency necessary to perform essential functions on the jobs. Several surveys show that current university graduates face higher levels of unemployment than previous generations, and employers are not satisfied with the level of career readiness of most graduates. 55% of the university graduates surveyed have considered learning a trade, while 43% are currently in professions totally different from their educational qualifications. And only 2% are practicing what they learned in the university. Does this not bother you? Based on an analysis of big data derived over 12 months from various job posting portals in Nigeria and LinkedIn, there is a mismatch between the actual skills and competencies requested by employers and the course descriptions recommended by the higher education regulatory agencies in Nigeria. Job openings such as web experience designer, social media and canvas designer, user experience and user interface designers, big data analysts, multimedia technology experts, mobile app developers, and so on, are being reposted multiple times since there's a shortage of talent with the required knowledge, skills, and expertise for optimum performance. For example, many commercial banks are currently experiencing a shortage of staff with technical competencies to manage their e-products effectively. The situation's outcome is a talent war that has resulted in a high attrition rate for the financial institutions that cannot compete with the industry juggernauts. The Getwork Nigerian team has adopted competency-based employability training programs for young graduates, fresh graduates, final year students to help them develop skills for the work environment. The program is jointly facilitated through a collaboration between industry subject matter experts, employers, and even academic instructors with international best practices. The method will help this country, Nigeria, to develop and prepare a workforce that is employable and competitive. The goal is to ensure that instructional content and materials provide rich information that effectively develops skills and enables students to apply such knowledge appropriately. Besides meeting the industry's demand, the approach will make Nigeria a talent hub and an ecosystem where other African countries can develop competent human capital. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to this laudable initiative. You are lucky, you are privileged, you are honored to be here as part of this movement, this growing and emerging movement. I want to specially welcome you to this stream of Getwork Nigeria mentorship, graduate mentorship program for 0 to 2 years experience, fresh graduates from school. And I thank you for choosing yourself and distinguishing yourself to be committed to this process. You deserve some accolades. Getwork Nigeria is aimed at helping fresh graduates, as you know, to transit into the work environment. And we are committed to the principle of learning, unlearning, and relearning. With regards to this program, I want you to listen carefully. This mentorship program will run from today to the 25th of November, and it will hold on every Saturday for just 1.5 hours. It's extending today because this is the inauguration day. I mean, this is the day that welcomes ushers every other day, every other Saturday in November. So it's going to run for every Saturday in November, and there's going to be 2 special sessions on Sundays. One tomorrow for people who are interested in a career in safety, and another one for people who are interested in Microsoft Excel training. That's for 19th of November. For this month of November, you'll be trained and mentored by industry experts who you can reach out to even after the training. So you'll be trained on CV writing and LinkedIn optimization. Will be trained on acing your first interview. You'll be trained on positioning yourself for global opportunities. You'll be trained on emotional intelligence in the workplace and much more under these topics. There will be a follow-up practical assignment to be submitted on or before every Thursday through our WhatsApp group. It will be reviewed by our mentorship team, and you can rest assured that feedback will be given to those who are able to turn in their assignments in time. You are expected to attend all sections at 5 p.m. You're expected to turn in all your assignments to qualify for all benefits, including job opportunities that will come for the program. So we encourage you to join our WhatsApp community where we follow and like our social media pages and handles, because what we are doing right now is creating this awareness that there's a platform like this where we can assist and help young graduates become employable. We are committed to assisting top participants of our program in securing a job placement. Hence, we encourage your 100% commitment. Criteria for assessment of top participants will include your attendance and participation on all the sections, quality of performance in assignments, your commitment to the Getwork Nigerian course, which includes following and sharing our content, our programs across various social media platforms. So, and also meeting all the requirements at the point of registration. Please feel free to ask any question, every question related to employment, related to employability. We are always here to answer. That is the link. That is what the platform is all about. Always feel free to share your experiences, your workplace's experiences, which you need guide on. We are here to guide you. We are here to answer your questions. I would leave the stage for the compere to introduce the speaker for the event, and we can get started with the first first mentorship session shortly. Thank you very much for having me, and have a beautiful session.
All right, thank you so much, Ma. Please, can we celebrate Mrs. Bumi Omeke for that beautiful welcome speech? How many of you are inspired how many of you are as inspired as I am? I am so ready for this session, and I believe it's the same for everyone. If you are listening attentively, you would hear her talk about all the beautiful benefits of being part of this community. So yeah, I encourage you to stay attentive all through the session as we're about to get into our first session right now. So tonight, I want to invite our first facilitator into the house tonight. Our first facilitator today is Mr. ABIODUN OGUNSOLA. Mr. ABIODUN OGUNSOLA, I would be reading his bio, and I would like you to pay proper attention even as we listen to his bio. So ABIODUN OGUNSOLA is an accomplished creative and business writer with a passion for teaching the art of writing. With a career spanning over 5 years, ABIODUN has become an esteemed coach in various writing genres and aspects, including creative writing, CV or resume writing, book writing, and publishing, among others. Throughout his career, ABIODUN has had the privilege of teaching and mentoring hundreds of students, inspiring them to unlock their creative potential and developing their writing skills. His expertise extends beyond the classroom, as he has also created and launched over 10 online courses covering a diverse range of writing topics. Additionally, he has authored 7 books showcasing his talent and knowledge in the field. ABIODUN's impact is not limited to the world of writing. He has made a significant difference in the lives of job seekers by assisting over 300 individuals in Nigeria and the UK in crafting outstanding CVs and resumes, optimizing their job applications, and ultimately helping them secure their dream jobs. His dedication and expertise has led to invitations to teach CV writing and resume writing to job seekers and young professionals in both countries. Recognizing the need for an inclusive and supportive writing community, ABIODUN founded the Pen Tribe Academy. Since its inception 3 years ago, the Academy has provided a platform for over 400 aspiring writers to enhance their skills, network with industry professionals, and gain valuable insights into the writing industry. ABIODUN's passion for writing, combined with his talent for teaching and mentoring, has made him a sought-after figure in the world of writing and career development. With a proven track record of success and genuine desire to help others achieve their goals, ABIODUN OGUNSOLA continues to inspire and empower aspiring writers and job seekers on their journeys to success. What a beautiful and firetic bio. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow members of Getwork Nigeria, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this special occasion once again. And today, we have the privilege of hosting a distinguished guest, our own Mr. ABIODUN OGUNSOLA, who will be sharing with us his expertise on the topic of great importance for our mission, how to prepare a convincing CV and resume. So without further ado, please join me with a warm welcome. Please join me with a round of applause to welcome Mr. ABIODUN OGUNSOLA. And let us eagerly anticipate the wisdom he will impart us today. Please jam your hands together. Jam your hands together. Make some noise in the comment section as we welcome our amiable and distinguished guest tonight. You're welcome, Mr. ABIODUN. You can now have the stage. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Oyilola Onatadi. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for the introduction. I do appreciate you. Yes, I also appreciate our founder. That's Miss Bumi Omeke. Thank you so much for the privilege. I'm so glad to be here on Getwork Nigeria Graduate Mentorship. I really appreciate the privilege. Thank you so much for having me. Okay, so very quickly, let's dive into why we are here, how to craft and create CV and resume that is extremely convincing. Let me use that. So it is very important that we pay so much attention to this section because it is really going to be impactful. It's going to be educating, and it's going to be very, very needful. You understand? So please, I want us to pay so much attention. Okay, so do I need to share my screen for the slides, or the slide will be projected?
Yeah, so let me try to help you share your screen. I think that is pretty much better.
All right, ma. Thank you. All right, thank you, ma.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we are trying to get that done, I believe everyone here, we are all professionals. Most of us here graduates. That we have people here that are fresh graduates, people that have graduated from the Nigerian university one way or the other, and I need us to understand that when it comes to the job market, when it comes to the going out there and securing jobs, it is actually not a small business. It is something that is very, very important because the job market is highly competitive right now. So, there are 1,000 persons that really want the same seat you want. There are thousands of people that truly want to apply for that same job you want to apply for. So if you are going to be standing out, you need something that will really make you stand out. And when it comes to job applications, the first and the most important thing that introduces you to the recruiters and prospective employers is the CV and the resume. It is the only gateway to entering into whatever career path you want to enter, whatever job you want to secure. The CV is the only gateway to do that, because without the CV, there's no way you'll be selected for an interview, and there's no way you will join that specific workspace and also start a job there. So it is very important as graduates to note that your CV must be well written, must be well tailored, and must be well done if you will actually get that dream job that you desire. So that is why this section is very important. We have to pay absolute attention to it. It is very, very critical. Over the years, I've helped and assisted several job seekers, both in Nigeria and UK, and even in Canada and other countries like that. And I've really, really gone through a whole lot of CVs. And one of the most important, or one of the things that I notice is that many, especially fresh graduates, do not understand how to create a fascinating CV that will make job seekers, that will make recruiters and professionals in different places of work be attracted to them and even invite them for interviews. So it is very important as graduates to please learn this. Please, let's learn this. It is very important. So are we ready, ma? For the
I'm having issue making you to share screen. So what I'm trying to do now is to see how I can share the screen myself, probably follow.
All right, ma.
So I'm
it's
there.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. I hope you can all see the screen, please.
Can we see the screen? Are we there?
Okay, so beautiful. Yes,
okay.
That's good.
So we start from here. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. So let me just give a very quick background. Actually, when it comes to CV writing, it is somehow technical. CV writing has a kind of technicality, and that's because we have different industries. We have the creative industries, we have the corporate industry, we have different industry that makes use of CV to be their recruitment manual in quotes. So because of the technicality, it makes the learning of CV a bit broad. But what I want to do in this section is to ensure that I make it simple and I make it as easy for us to digest. So I will not be really dealing with most of the technicalities, but from this section, I believe you are going to grasp the knowledge of how to craft a convincing CV for any industry at all, for any industry at all. So let's begin. We need to start from knowing what a CV is, and from there, we'll dive into what are the things that should not be on your CV as a graduate. This is one of the things that is very important for graduates to understand. There are some things, I've gone through a lot of graduate CVs, and I've seen several mistakes. I've seen them committed several blunders, which has actually affected them from getting the jobs that they needed. You understand? So, but this is a definition. It's just a document. A CV is a document crafted to enable individuals efficiently convey their, qualifications, experiences, and accomplishments, which can be for either professional, academic, or research prospect. So we need to understand basically that CV is just that document that you use to communicate your qualifications, to communicate your experiences that you've had, and the accomplishments you have gathered so far, which can be used for professional, for professional settings. You can be used for academic enrollment and so on and so forth, even for research purposes. So, and it functions as an essential instrument for presenting your aptitude and capabilities to prospective employers, academic establishment, or collaborators. I do tell people that most of recruiters do not know you, right? If you want to apply for a job role in any industry now, or in any company or organization, they have not met you before. None of them have seen you before. They don't know you from anywhere. So the only documents that they can, or the only thing that they can use to know you firsthand from afar is your CV. So if I've not met you before, for example, and I am committed to getting you a job in my organization, right? What you will send to me, which is your CV, will be the first thing that, it is said that first impression lasts long. So definitely what I'm going to use to judge you, or to how do I put it now? What I will use to summarize your personality is your CV. So once I see your CV, I can know who you are, I can know what you have done, I can know your accomplishments in your career and everything you have done so far. So that makes CV very, very important, because if you present something not palatable, something that does not present you perfectly, then I will have a wrong notion about you as a recruiter. You understand? So that is why we need to understand why getting and crafting a good CV is very important in our test for getting the job. So let's go to the next slide, please, Ma. So now we are going to look very briefly at things that should not be on a graduate CV. I'm trying to compress the whole technicality into one. Now, the first thing that must not be on your CV as a graduate, please listen. The first thing is personal information. Now, I've seen several CVs that they include things like date of birth, marital status, gender, state of origin. In fact, some people even put local government. It's very, very amazing. Religion. And now let me start from date of birth. Yes. Do you know that if you put your date of birth there, and except in some job descriptions where they say, okay, the age has to be this, or date of birth should be included. If you put date of birth, it has a way of already getting you off, because if you are older than the kind of people they want, definitely you cannot be called for interview. If you are younger than the kind of people you want, definitely you cannot be called for interview. So instead of you to have that first issue at the first time, don't just put the date of birth. It is not necessary. Marital status, nobody wants to know that yet. Gender, it is not important. State of origin, it is not also needed, because nobody wants to know where you are, where you were born, the state you were born. Nobody needs that. Local government, nobody needs that. Religion, nobody wants to know that, because it is not needed. Then full address, I want to mention this. Gone are those days when you do CV and you have to put number 23, Kinecon Street, zone, whatever, and this and that. You put the detailed address. But this time around, it is not necessary on CV. It has a way of discriminating you. It has a way okay, for example, now, perhaps I am a recruiter and I want people that are in Lagos, in a certain place in Lagos to apply. But when you bring your CV, even despite your expertise, despite you being a go-getter, despite you having accomplished a lot, despite you going to be a very, very great tool in my organization, but you just putting that you are not in that region. Once I see it on your CV, I won't even go through whatever expertise you have, whatever accomplishment you have. I will just write you off immediately because since you have put your full address and I've seen that you are not in the region or the location I need, definitely I will just write it off. You are not someone I need. Meanwhile, if you have excluded the full address, you would have been called for interview. And in that interview, you might even have been selected before they will not even know your location, which could be waived for you. Do you understand? So that is why you don't need the full address. All you need to put in your CV, if you are going to include your address, is the city you stay and the country. So for example, you stay in Lagos and just put, or you can even put a town. Just say, okay, maybe Badagry, Lagos. That's okay. Then photograph is not necessary, except you are applying for roles in creative industry. Maybe you want to apply as a model and all those kind of industries that they need to see your picture. But in most industries, they do not need your photograph or your CV. So such information is usually irrelevant to the job application process. Please ensure you exclude them. And the next one, very quickly, unprofessional email address. I've seen this a lot. In fact, I've seen a lot of CVs. And most of the CVs that makes me laugh, they are the types that have this kind of email. You see email like partyguy@email.com, email like Ola White, and email that has combinations of AKAs. And you wonder, how do you expect the recruiters to get you serious or to take you serious if you have having this kind of unprofessional email address? Your email address should be a combination of your name or initials, your first name and your last name. ABIODUN OGUNSOLA @gmail.com. You can have number, it's fine. Maybe ABIODUN01@gmail.com, whatever number, but make sure your email has your name, because it will be easier for recruiters to be able to trace you to that email. Once they look at the email and they look at the name, they can easily say, okay, this actually is for this candidate. You understand? So please make sure if you don't have a professional email address, you can find one. You can create one and ignore the one you have that is not professional and stop using it on your CV. So please, let's take note of that. Let's move because of time. Thank you, Ma. So now this one is very important to irrelevant work experience. Now, I have seen several people create CVs and they put work experiences that are not related to the job they are applying for. For example, someone that wants to, let's say, someone that wants to apply for the role of nursing or maybe healthcare, those kind of roles. And then maybe the person has experiences working as a sales person or in other organizations and all. And the person lists all those, maybe sales, in digital marketing, in what else again? Customer service. Those roles does not correlate with the job role he or she is applying for. So it is not necessary for you to, when they put those things, it makes the CV very useless. What you need to do is that you put work experiences that are related to the job you are applying for. People have this mindset that CV should be bombarded with all their details. No, you are not meant to bombard your CVs with all your details, all your work experiences. No, you are supposed to put the experience that is related to whatsoever position or sector or industry that you are applying for. So if you are working in positions that are unrelated to the job you are applying for, omit them, except in some experiences that you can use them to demonstrate transferable skills. Subsequently, I will explain transferable skills, but there are some skills called transferable skills that you can pick from your experience in a particular place you can pick from maybe your daily activity or maybe your experience as a particular thing, and then you use it in a particular place of work. But I'm still going to get there. And unless you want to demonstrate transferable skills, omit whatsoever work experience that does not correlate with the work or the position you are applying for. So make sure you take note of that. The next one, full educational information. Yes, you have done your BSc, you have done your master's, you are doing MBA. You don't need your secondary school details. You don't need your primary school details. Nobody needs that. So when you want to put your educational information, you don't start from kindergarten. You don't start from, I went to this place, I did my crèche here, I did my kindergarten, I did primary school here, secondary school. No. You take your most recent and most relevant information. In fact, in the rule of CVs writings and even all these hiring principles, you don't include details that are more than 10 years on your CVs. So if you add your primary school 10 years ago, it's no more necessary because nobody really needs it, except in some cases when you are writing a CV for an educational purpose. For example, you are writing for internship, you are writing for scholarship, you are writing to be a lecturer, all these educational roles and all that may demand detailed explanation of your education. You can include that. But when it comes to you hunting jobs in a particular industry or companies or organizations, you want to hunt a particular role, you don't need all this full educational information. So if you have done maybe your most recent educational your most recent educational history is BSc, then just take the BSc and latest, at most take the secondary school. Don't dive into primary school and all. And if you have done your master's, just stay at your master's and your BSc because the other ones are already not necessary. So please make sure you take note of that. Let's move very fast. I hope I'm not taking so much time. Let's move to the next one, Ma. All right, thank you, Ma. The next one is unrelated skills. Yes, only these skills that are relevant to the job or the program, in case of academic roles that you are applying for. Including unrelated skills can make your CV appear unfocused and cluttered. Yes, skills that does not correlate with what you are applying for is not necessary. If you are applying for the role of a marketer, put skills that marketers use. If you are applying for the role of maybe in healthcare, put skills that are related to healthcare. If you are applying for roles, maybe you are a lawyer, you want to craft a CV for that, put all your skills as a lawyer. Don't include skills that are not relevant to that specific role or to that specific designation. It is not necessary. So please make sure you take note of that. The next one is hobbies and interests. Please, I'm begging. Hobbies are not necessary. Please, hobbies are not necessary because over the time, people they've this habit of including hobbies that are seriously not related to what they apply. If, for example, you are applying to be, let's say, a clerk or maybe a customer service representative, and then you are telling us that your hobby is pressing phone, or or your hobby is what's the name now? Listening to music. You can't be a customer service person and you are telling us that your hobby is listening to music. That means that you won't be able to attend to customer. You will do most of your day listening to music, and you will toy with your role. So because people cannot excellently tailor their hobbies to fit the role they are applying for, that is why it is advised to exclude it. So when it comes to your hobbies or your interests, if they are not directly, I mean very, very direct. For example, maybe you are applying for, maybe there's a particular company that all these are traveling agencies, and then you want to be part of their agent. You understand? If you tell them your hobby is traveling, that is a very perfect hobby for that job. Do you understand? So that is why if you cannot, which is not advisable, if you cannot really tailor it to the job you are applying for, please make sure you exclude it. It is not necessary. Please, let's move to the next one, ma'am. All right, good. References. It is an old school, what's the name now? method of including your references. You don't put references, you not write name, you write number, email address, write all those things. References are only requested by employers now. So don't bother including them. And writing something like available upon request is also not necessary, because now this is the goal. When you are writing your CV, your goal is to be as concise as possible, as concise as possible. I mean, you want to be very brief. You don't want to take too long, because recruiters cannot take more than at most 30 seconds or a minute on your CV. So why do you have to put a whole lot that will distract them? Do you understand? So if your CV should not exclude 2 pages max. Do you understand? So if you are putting a section of reference again, it's going to take space. So that's why it is not necessary for you to include it. So if the employers need it, they are going to request for it by themselves. So the next one, exaggerated or false information. Yes, I've seen cases. In fact, some people have even told me, people have assisted crafting their CVs. I've seen them telling me, sir, please add this. Sir, please add this. And I keep asking, this thing you said I should ask, as you had, do you have this experience? They said no. Do you have these skills? No. Then why are you telling me to add it? You are not supposed to put false information on your CV because you want to try to convince the recruiter. And at the end of the day, when you are being employed and what you put on your CV is demanded in the place of work, then you cannot defend it. There will be a problem. You will have to tell them how it finds its way on your CV. So that is why it is important. Be honest as possible on your CV. Don't exaggerate. Don't fabricate experiences. Don't write a place of work that does not exist and job experiences that you never had. It can cause a very serious consequence. So please, let's take note of that. The next one, please. The next slide, ma. Thank you, ma. Now, this one too is very important. Many people don't pay attention to this. Unexplained gaps in employment or education. Yes, there are some times when perhaps when during your work history, during your work your career, you had a break. Maybe, for example, while you are working, you decided to go to study, or you decided maybe you had a baby and you went on maternity leave. All those kind of things. When you have those kind of breaks, it is important that you also include them on your CV and state it briefly. For example, maybe you have been working in the bank, you're a banker, and all of a sudden you just had a break, and maybe for a year you went to study, or maybe you went to do 2 years masters or something, and you came back again into the workspace. It is also very important that you explain that break, because that break is going to show on your CV. Especially very intelligent recruiters, when they look at your CV, they say, okay, there's a gap here. What happened here? 2 years you were not in the job space. 2 years you had a break, or even in your education. What happened? So you need to ensure you put those gaps so that it will not raise questions, you understand, for the recruiters and for the reader. So it is very important to have that in mind. Okay, so and let me quickly say this: gaps that are less than 6 months, don't bother about them. Maybe, for example, you went to do something and you came back within 6 months. It is fine. Or maybe you dropped out of job and you just want to start another, and that is just a space of 6 months. Don't bother. But once it's more than 6 months, going to a year, it is something that needs to be explained. Do you understand? And when you explain it, you just state a brief statement on it on the CV that this is what you went to do. And when you are explaining your employment gap, make sure you also link it to positive something. For example, you went on a maternity break and you went to raise your child. So what you do is that you make that experience positive. You make it something that recruiters can commend you for. So what you say, okay, for example, you'd say, while I was away raising my child, I learned, parenting, or from there I got a skill, or maybe even while at home, I developed myself more on this social skill. So with that, you have made that employment gap positive and make it, profitable for your career. Do you understand now? So it is very important to do that. So remember, a CV should be clear, concise, and tailored to the specific job you are applying for. Yes, this is very important, please. This is why, as a professional, as a graduate, or whosoever you are, you don't have one CV. It is not possible. You cannot have one CV for example, I'm a writer, I'm a banker, I have different kind of skills and or even different career. Even I have career in medicine, so I cannot have medical CV and cluster it with banking experiences and also add it with writing jobs that I've had or writing experiences that is not done. So what you do is that as a person, you craft each CV for each career or each job role, whatever you are applying for, you craft different CVs for them. Do you understand? So focus on relevant experiences, qualifications, and skills that highlight your potential as a candidate. Very, very important. So if all this should not be on my CV, what then should be on my CV? So as a graduate, trying to tailor a very wonderful CV, these are the things that must be on your CV. Please, let's move to the next slide. Yes, beautiful. So now, the first thing that must be on your CV, which is very important, is your contact information. You can also call it a resume start. It is very important, and please, gone are those days when you write things like curriculum vitae as a subject on top of your CV. It is not acceptable. You start with your contact information, your full name clearly stated, phone number, your professional email address, don't forget, and then LinkedIn profile. Now, LinkedIn profile, if you have a very good LinkedIn profile that you have been running, that you have been that is active, ensure you put it, because it is one way for the recruiters to be able to check you on the social platform. Do you understand? So LinkedIn profile will also be a kind of boost for you. Do you understand? So, but if you know you don't have an active LinkedIn profile, the LinkedIn profile, you have never used it for the past 2 years, please don't bother. It is not necessary. So contact information is essential, just as you know, because that is how they can reach you. So in your contact information or resume start, you have your full name, your phone number, professional email address. Okay, I didn't add your address too. And your address, just like I said, should not be in full. Your address should be your city or town and then country. That's all. That is just all. You don't need all the full contact. So the next one is profile summary, professional summary or profile. Now, this is a bit, I don't want to go so much into the technicality of this, but I'll just brief it. In this profile summary, we just want to know who you are briefly. Brief us on your designation, your job title, and tell us your years of experience. Tell us your experiences, briefly, achievement that you've had. And then if you are job hunting, you handle that with an objective statement. So now, for example, I'm a banker. I have been in the banking industry for 10 years. So you can start with something like, okay, I think I have an example in the next, but let me just say this. So you start with your designation, your job title, the years of experience you've had in that particular career. And then you tell us briefly your achievement, your landmarks, results, awards, because you need to know that your profile or your profile summary is the first thing that will attract the recruiter. They want to know you briefly. Do you understand? So, and note that, because of time, I'm trying to rush. Note that you do not use first person when writing your profile or your profile summary. You use third person. And when using third person, you make sure you exclude all the he and she's. So let me give an example in the next slide, please. Let me give an example. The next slide, ma'am. Okay, so this one now, someone is writing a resume profile, or a professional summary, and is saying something like, I am an experienced project manager with over 10 years of experience in leading successful projects. I have a proven track record and this and that. Then the next one is my expertise. The next one is I am confident. You can see I, my, I. That is in first person. I am, my, I, all this. They are not you. That is not the way of writing your profile summary. This is for the next one is, okay, the next one, result-oriented, I translated this into this. Result-oriented and experienced project manager with over 10 years. You can see I've removed the high, as a proven track record, this and that. Expertise lies in this, confident in leveraging skills and all. So in this, I wrote this in third person, and I didn't include he or she. I didn't say he is a result-oriented or experienced project manager. He has a proven track record. No, you don't include the pronouns. You exclude them, but you write them in third person. And if you are a fresh graduate, for example, the last one, you can see a graduate, this is a template for graduate, highly motivated and result-driven recent graduate with a strong academic background in social field, possessing superior this and that. I just use this as a template. So this is trying to say that you don't write your profile or resume summary, professional summary in first person pronoun. You write it in third person, excluding the pronoun. So please, let's make sure we take note of that. The next one, Mark. Education, yes. When writing your educational section, make sure you start with your most recent degree. So in resume format, we use the format called what's the name now? Reverse chronological order, which is that you start from the most recent. So when you make your most recent educational history, maybe it's BSc. You start from BSc, then you go to secondary school. And just like I said, don't list all your educational stuff. It's not necessary. So you do your university, you write the name of the institution, the location, the duration, the start month, the end month, and the year. Include, now if you are applying, for example, you are applying for academic industries or scientific industries, that needs you to be very specific with your achievement in your educational space. You include your CGPA, the project work you've done, the relevant coursework. That is if you're applying to those industries. But if you are applying to the corporate industry, you don't need them. Just the location, the university name, the location, duration, and all. So that is that for the education. Then the next one, work experience. Yes. Now you make sure that you are detailed with your work experience. Now you do your job title, the company name, the location, employment period, that is the start month, year, and just as the same thing. Now there's one mistake people make when they are trying to write their work experience. One of the first mistake people make is that under the work experience, they write in paragraphs. No, you don't write in paragraphs. You write in bullets. You bullet your achievement. Now, another mistake is people make mistake of just writing their responsibilities and duties instead of focusing on the achievement they had while they were working in that place. For example, you work with Getwork Nigeria. You work with Getwork Nigeria maybe as a social media manager or something. Now, there are responsibilities and duties of social media manager. You start telling us, I did this and that, all these responsibilities, we know them. You don't put them on CVs. Why? Because they only make you, they only make you look like you are just a worker, that you just went there to work. You didn't actually achieve anything. So what you're supposed to do is that you write achievement. Yes, Getwork Nigeria, thank you. You write achievement instead of responsibilities or duties. So while you were working with Getwork Nigeria as a social media manager, what were your impact? What were your achievements? What were your achievements? Oh, yes, thank you, Ma. Apologies, sorry. Yes, what were your achievements? Okay, maybe while you were working as a social media manager, you were able to gain maybe 5,000 followers to the social media platform in 2 months. That is an achievement. You were able to cause a traffic that led to the sales of so things. You understand? So that is an achievement. Maybe for example, you are whatsoever. I don't want to waste our time with a lot of examples, but I hope you understand very well. Focus more on achievement than just the responsibilities. And there's a way you can do that. And there's a principle, or there's a code that we normally use for that. I do call it action, task, and result, ATR. So if I'm a social media manager, what was the action that I took? Okay, I did this and that, and the action and task. What was the result? I was able, and this thing that I did gave me this result. So when you are trying to write your achievement, you make sure that you write an action that you took when you have a task, and then the result you had while doing that. You understand? So that is how to write your achievement and not just responsibilities and duties. So you bullet your points to demonstrate your impact. And so just like I said, your impact, your achievements, they are the major thing you need to put on, because that is the way a prospective employer will know that you are a result person. You know, if I'm bringing you to my organization, I want to see what you did in the previous organizations. I want to see what you did in your previous career. So you can't just come and tell me your duties alone. I need to know what you did and the result you had, the impact. So, and also make sure you don't write in first person. I've said that. And then make sure you start with strong verbs. For example, created a platform that generated or managed a social media platform and which generated 5,000 followers in 2 months. Managed, created, supported, challenged, all those kind of action verbs, strong verbs, resolved, handled, managed, all these things, they are the ones you use to what? Start your achievement while writing your work experience. And highlight experiences that demonstrate transferable skills and are relevant to the position or program. So it is very important. The next one, ma'am, because of our time. The next one is skills. Yes, in your skills section, just like I said, make sure you list the skills and competencies that are relevant to the job, or if it is academic program now, in case of you applying for an academic environment. Skills that are related. Don't pick competencies and skills that are not related. And this, when you are writing your skill section, I do advise people break it into these subsections. Your languages are your skills. You need to let us know your language skills. What are the language skills that you have? Okay, you can speak English, you can speak Spanish, you can speak whatever language you can, and make sure if you are including Spanish, make sure it is maybe a Spanish kind of organization. You get, so that is, you know, that skill now is relevant to them. So, but if it is a place where they don't need that language, you don't need to include it. So language skills, you can put your English, and that is fine. Computer skills, you put your Microsoft Office skills, your Word, your Excel, PowerPoint, and all. Then technical or professional skills. Those are the hard skills that you got, maybe through certifications, your trainings, education, that are related to that particular job that you are on. Then softwares or tools you can use, which is if it is related to that industry. For example, in the banking industry, there are tools they use. In accounting, there are tools they use. In engineering, there are tools they use. Whatsoever tools that they use in that industry that is specific to that job role, make sure you include it in the subsection. So, and I said something here, do not just list your soft skills. Many people just list soft skills, okay, all these time management, analytical skills, all those skills are also very beautiful. But instead of listing them under skills, make sure you highlight them in your work experience, in your resume summary. Let us know how you use those skills to get a result. You understand now? Do you understand? So maybe, for example, while you are trying to write your work experience, you're trying to tell us that you worked as a manager in a particular company. Under that experience, let us know you used leadership skills to train, or you use leadership skills to what's the name now? Led a team of 100 or maybe a team of 50 to achieve a particular task. So that highlighting that gave us, or has given us, an idea how you were able to use your leadership skills. So you don't just go to your skills section and just write leadership. No, we need to know how you use that leadership skills. So, for example, time management, you're able to with your time management skills, you're able to reduce the turnaround time of attending to customers from so time to this time. Do you understand? So make sure while you are listing your soft skills, you tell us how you use them to achieve in your experiences and your place of work. So please, it is very, very important. Now, I said something about transferable skills. Yes, as a graduate, many people don't have, maybe you have not really had so much of experiences, but you have done some things. Maybe you have engaged, you have been maybe all mayor in your school, you were part of the student union government, whatsoever you're able to do that made you lead people, or that made you use the skills of communication, or maybe while you were working maybe while you were even assisting your auntie in her shop, you helped her to put all the details, the data of the sales. You understand? Maybe you were helping her to do a bookkeeping. You understand? that skill, it doesn't really look like you went to learn it, but from that experience, you are able to gain this skill of what's the name now? What skill can I say there now? You're able to gain bookkeeping skills, you're able to gain data analysis, all those kind of skills, or you're able to attend to customer service skills. So you might not have a direct exposure to an organization having that skill, or getting a training having that skill, or getting certification having that skill. But because you have engaged in that particular thing, you can use it as a transferable skills. So I'm a fresh graduate, I've not worked anywhere, but I was a leader in my hall, I was the hall mayor, I was the student union government. Definitely, I already have a leadership skill that I can use. I already have people skills, I already have interpersonal skills, I already have good communication skills. Those ones can be included in my skill section to let the recruiters know I have this thing, even though I don't have a direct exposure to them. Do you understand? So this is very, very important. The next one, Mark, because I want us to get to questions and answers. Yes, the last one, certification and training. So you include certifications and training that you've had that are relevant to the, you know, we keep saying relevant to the job, because don't put anything that is not relevant to that job role or to that industry, please. It is very important. So you make sure you tailor your CV for each application to ensure it aligns with the requirement of the position or program you are pursuing, highlighting the most relevant information. So it is very, very important that you take note of all these things. Please take note of all these things. They are very important. Highlight those that are only relevant. Please don't put it. I've said a lot from things that should not be on your CV. So please take cognizant, what's the name? Take cognizant stuff of them. It is very, very important. The next one, Ma. So now I have something here. No, we keep saying relevant to the job role. Now, this is because every single job you apply for has a job description. There is no job you apply for that they do not, or except if it is all these bring your CV. But most standard jobs that you apply for in industries, in different companies and organizations, they always have a well-tailored job description. That is, this is the kind of person we want to apply. So, but many people don't go through the job description. They just send CV, and they don't even go through what these people, what do they need? What kind of candidate do they need? What are the things they need in the candidate that should apply? They just send CV. That is why I'm putting this section. This is a vivid example. This is just a rough something of a job description. Now, imagine if we have an organization that put this job description out and say, okay, we need a digital marketing manager, maybe XYZ Marketing Solution. That's the name of the company. It's based in New York and want a full-time person. Now, this is about us. I don't need to read all these things. Now, the next one, Ma, in job descriptions, you are going to see, okay, so now take note. In job descriptions, you will always see these things. That, okay, for a digital marketing manager that we are looking for, these are the responsibilities of the person. You will develop and execute digital marketing strategies. You will do campaign management. You will do SEO, search engine optimization. You will do paid advertisement, that's SEM. You will do content marketing. They will state all your responsibilities. The next one, Ma. I just want to bring out something. Yes, you also do social media management. You engage in email marketing. They are stating your responsibilities for you. You do analytics, you do reporting, and we need you to have team leadership. The next one, Ma. Yes, and note, this must be your qualifications. We want you to have bachelor's degree in marketing, business, or any related field. You must have a proven experience of 5 years plus in digital marketing, expertise in SEO, SEM, social media management, content marketing, email marketing, Google Analytics, and so on and that, excellent project marketing, team leadership skills, and all this and all this. The next one, Ma, I'm going somewhere. The next one, benefits. These are the benefits you take. The next one, the previous, yes. So now listen very carefully. Do you know that with this job description, you have already gotten the, how do I put it now? Should I call it orijo? You have already gotten the secret to the heart of the hiring manager. They have already told you the kind of person they want. they have already told you the expertise they want. So if you are writing a CV for them, you have to go through this job description. Please, let's go back to the beginning, ma, so that I can highlight some things. The beginning. Thank you, ma. The beginning. Yes, thank you so much. Now, definitely you have seen the job title, Digital Marketing Manager. So that means if you're applying for this role and you don't have an experience in digital marketing, don't bother yourself. But some people have strong heads. They just believe that, let me just send CV. You don't have an experience in this thing. I've seen people have reviewed, try to, craft CVs for people or even revamp CVs for people. And I tell them to tell me about the job they want to apply for or even send job description. And I go to the stuff and you don't have, I know definitely you cannot fit in this experience. In this, you cannot be the best candidate. Don't bother yourself, but people just because we want job. That is why many people try. You see people, apply for several jobs, they are not employed because they don't fit in. We need a digital marketing manager. If you are not fit into that job title or designation, don't bother applying. So now the next one now, I want to highlight something in the next page. So now from these key responsibilities, they have already started telling you the kind of skills you should list on your CV. You should be able to tell us you can execute digital marketing strategies. You have campaign management skills. You should be able to tell us that you have search engine optimization skills, paid advertising. So from these key responsibilities alone, I can highlight 6 skills for them on my CVs and tell them I have content marketing skills, I have search engine SEO skills, I have campaign, and remember, it has to be truly genuine. You have those skills. So if out of these 5 skills, I only have content marketing skills, search engine optimization skills, and campaign management, just pick the 3 and put it on your skills. It's not under your skill section, under your technical skill section. So it's not compulsory you have to list all these things. And by the time they now interview you and they say, okay, can you do this? Or maybe they test you and you fumble down your hole. So that is why you have to list skills that you truly have, or even the ones you are certified in. Do you understand? So from these key responsibilities alone, I've already seen the skills they want. So I already have an idea of the kind of skills I should put in my CV. Yes, the next one, man. Yes, thank you, man. Social media management is part of it. The next one, the next slide, man. Yes, they have told me that they need someone that have these social media management skills, email marketing, analytics, and this, and someone that has a team leadership. Do you understand? Because definitely as a digital marketing manager, you manage team. Do you understand? So which means if I'm doing a CV for them, out of these responsibilities, I should select my skills there and put it on the CV. Because by the time they are going to cross-check the CV, and even most of these organizations, they use a software called ATS, Applicant Tracking System. And by the time they, for example, if they said everybody should apply and maybe 1,000 people applied, the those kind of organizations, they use ATS, Applicant Tracking System, and the whole 1,000 applications will go through that ATS. And when the ATS starts scanning each CV, it's just going to select the CVs that are closely matched to the job role. So, and one of the things that the ATS looks for in the CV is keywords. All the keywords that are related to, for example, if an organization is looking for someone that is a digital market that should apply the role of a digital marketing manager, the ATS will look for skills like this. So if you insert, this is 9 skills that they have put in their key responsibilities. If you insert 6 or 5 of them on your CV, the ATS already picks you as a good candidate, as an excellent candidate for that job. Do you understand? So out of the 1,000 applications, the ATS can just maybe select just 100, and the whole 900 will be discarded because they do not have the relevant keywords related to the job role. So, and how can you have relevant keywords related to the job role? Go through the job description, check what are the skills they put there, and put your own skills, those skills that you have out of them, and put it on your resume. So from this now, you have gotten an idea of the skills you should put. You have gotten an idea of what you should write under your work experiences. You should let them know you have you have worked as a social media manager. I mean, you have social media management skills, and you have been able to do this and achieve this. You have email marketing skills. You have been able to do this and achieve this. By the time you put all those things in your work experience, you will be sought after because you have closely matched CV. The next page, let me highlight something else. The next page. Yes, now from these qualifications, you can see that if you don't have bachelor's degree in marketing, business, or any related field to these things, don't bother applying. So that means when you are writing your educational section, you must tell us that you have degree in marketing or you have degree in business, maybe MBA, all those things like that related to this field. So you cannot bring your qualification and say you have you are into estate management or or you have healthcare, or maybe you are a medical doctor or a lawyer. It does not fit. Do you understand? And then this is also telling you that expertise has to be in SEO. Now, from these qualifications alone, you can build your resume profile, your professional summary, just from this qualification. So you can start from something like an hardworking or dedicated recent graduate in marketing, or that has bachelor's degree in marketing and business, proven experiences in this and that. have expertise or has a proven expertise in SEO, social media management, content marketing, and email marketing. You can see that now. Possesses excellent project management and team leadership skills, up-to-date knowledge of industry trends and best practices, and all these things and that. You can craft a profile, a resume profile, and make sure they are true. You can craft a resume profile just from these qualifications, put it on your resume summary, and sincerely speaking, you'll be the best match because you are speaking the language they want to hear. So that is why I put this. Anytime you want to apply for a job, you want to tailor your CV, sit down with the job description. Many people don't do research on the kind of industry or the kind of organization they want to apply for. Do your research, look for the job description. What do these guys need? What are the things they need? Check their key responsibilities, their duties, check the qualifications, all those things. From there, extract yourself and then put it on the CV. And I'm telling you, you will be one of the best match in that particular job form. So it is very important to note this. I think because we need to take questions. I think I've been able to dust all the slides. So please, if you have any question, it is time for us to speak out and let me just answer them now. Maybe anything is not clear, you need clarification on something, or something is okay. Yes, I have a question. Thank you. Please, can you drop the question, please? From Temitope Adamo. Yes. All right. If you also have any question, please make sure you can, if you want to use the chat box or you want to.
I think if you have a question, I think you can unmute yourself and speak.
Exactly. Yes.
We encourage participation here. We also want to listen to you speak. We are not many, so.
All right. All right. Thank you, ma. So please, let's speak up.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Ma. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for this wonderful session, sir. And I must really say that I've learned a lot, and I really appreciate your time and this wonderful organization. Okay, so my question is, recently, okay, I'm a recent graduate and I've been trying to send out my CV and all, but I've been having issues because I really don't have work experiences like that. And also, I'm looking towards going into customer relationship management, customer service. And because I took some courses in customer relationship management during the short strike, and so I fell in love with it. So, but then looking at some qualifications, they said they needed someone that did marketing in school. While I did political science, I'm a political science student. So I feel like that is one of the things that have been hindering me from sending out my CV to these people, these companies, because they said that they needed people, someone that studied business, marketing, and something like that. So how do I apply for these jobs, and because of my qualification, and I don't have an experience? So that's my question.
All right, so thank you so much. That is actually a very beautiful question. Very, very beautiful. Now, let me start from here. Yes, there are actually entry-level roles and there are professional roles, experienced roles. Okay. Now, truly, there are some organizations, they need experienced person, while there are some entry-level roles you can take. You understand? So your own, I'm trying to come from the external before I come internal. Your own view assignment is to, since you said you have, what's your name? You have interest in customer relationship management and you don't have any experience there, you don't look for a job that is looking for experienced people, that maybe someone that has used 5 to 10 years in customer service, or you don't, because definitely you are not the fit, you are not the best match. But you can look for entry-level roles. You can even do, and yes, you can look for entry-level roles that can, that you can apply for, and from there you begin to learn, you begin to gather experiences in that particular field. Do you understand? Before you start. So that's why I do tell people, it is not all jobs you can apply for. It is not all roles you can apply for. You have to know that, okay, this one fits me, this one I can fit into it, this one I can't. So those things, those ones that you can't, don't bother about them. Those ones that you can is what you should focus on. So the entry-level roles, okay, for example, if you are entry banking for the first time, there is, if you want to work in the bank, there is entry-level roles and there is the professional experience recruitment. You understand? So you do not go as a professional if you don't have any experience in banking. You go into their entry-level roles, their entry-level program. Do you understand? So that is from the external. Now, from the internal, there are some time you can actually prepare an excellent CV that, even though you don't have the experience, can still convince the recruiter. There's a way you can tailor a CV and put more of transferable skills, put more of transferable experiences, and let them know that because you have been able to do this, you have been able to do that, you are very much definite that you can function in this role. And that is where cover letter comes in. From your cover letter, you can do a detailed explanation how, for example, customer relationship management, maybe you have even had experience of assisting your aunt in the supermarket, you attended to the customers, you have had experiences of that gave you opportunity to, give service to people. You can state that and let them know that while doing this, you actually achieved this. This was the result while you were doing this, using this as a skill or having this as an experience. And from there, you let them know that you believe if you can do this in this place, even though you don't have an official work experience as a customer relationship manager, you can actually still fit in this role. And when they look at it and they see how excellent it is, I'm telling you, they can consider you. They can consider you. So you look at what are the things you have done while you're in school that can give you that leverage, that you can package as transferable skills, as transferable experiences, and can make you a considerable candidate. Do you understand now? So I started from the external to answer the question, and from the internal, you can do that. And thank God you said you have certifications in customer service, customer relationship management. You said you have some certifications. Yeah, you can actually present those certifications on the CV and it can still convince them. Do you understand now? So, but if you know that you are not perfectly fit, especially if they are looking for an experienced person, don't just bother yourself. But if they are not really emphatic about being experienced and they just want someone that can fit into the role, you can actually tailor your CV and convince them with whatsoever other engagements you have had. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, because of time, we quickly take the other two questions because we have a patron in the building and she wants to give a closing remark. She has other engagements. So let's
thank you. So very quickly, please.
The other questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see another hand on.
Okay, so please let's have your questions very
please
fast.
unmute and ask your question.
All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the wonderful section, sir. Please, my question is, I need you to give a difference between the CV and the resume. I'm sure most of us are still very confused about that. Thank you, sir.
All right, beautiful. In a very short way, CV is majorly, let me say this, is majorly for academics and educational roles, or maybe you want to apply for as a lecturer, you want to apply in scientific research, all this academic stuff, or maybe you want to do internship, scholarship, CV, because it highlights your educational accomplishment. It's very emphatic about your educational accomplishment, about what you have done in what you have gathered in your educational history. So it's majorly tailored towards that. Do you understand? But because in this part of the world, we always make CV and resume. Resume is more for the corporate world. It's more for the corporate industries. It's more for industries that are emphatic about your experiences and skills. Do you understand? So, and another difference is that CV is more extensive than resume. Resume is the summary of CV. But to make it very clear for you, if you are applying to educational spaces or industries, educational industries, you use your CV. If you are applying to corporate industries, organizations, NGOs, all those kind of places, you use your resume, because in those kind of places, they need expertise. They need experiences and skills. So they don't really need your educational history. They don't need all your details, all your researches, publications, projects. They don't need all those things. Do you understand? It is in educational sectors or industries that they need that. And that is why CV is tailored towards that. I hope that is, I don't want to take so much time.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bemisola, okay, sir. Mr. Abiodun, just to add to what you said, because I've I've been in this place and I've also had a lot of questions and I've had to answer this way as well. But one thing you should know is in this side of the world, that's Nigeria, where you are, is a matter of semantics when it comes to the corporate world. Because you see recruiters always use CV. So if they use CV, what they're asking for is your resume. You present your CV to them, it's not a problem. It's what they are used to. It's the word they are used to using. But when you're applying for scholarships abroad or you're applying for educational positions, you know that your CV or your resume, whatever you want to call it, has to be detailed, has to be a CV. Like the CV has to be detailed the way Mr. Abiodun explained it. And I think I've been able to bring more clarity to that, Bemisola.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma, very well, ma.
Okay, the next question, please. Let's be fast.
Okay, all right. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for the question, for the section, rather. So, I also have a question, passing the same question Minisola had. So my own little understanding, or what I've heard sometimes ago, someone simply told me that resume is like a pitch of yourself. So I don't really know if you can, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, all right, thank you for that. Let me be very short.
Questions, actually,
okay,
sorry.
Okay, all right.
So the second question is, there are some kind of skills that will be required by a company, which the skills are probably maybe you learned them online, something like all those business skills or something.
Okay.
Let's assume that you learned it online as a soft skills and probably with a touch of little experience, or maybe someone that is a farmer for 5 years and did not go to school or have maybe BSc in business and everything, but he has a good 10 solid years of experience in business. Now, how can such a person tailor such kind of avenue? Instead of saying, okay, I have BSc in Kiniko, if you take the course online, will you say, okay, and if it maybe probably a certification course also, will you say, okay, I took a course probably online, blah blah blah, like how would one go around something like that? I hope you get my question, sir.
Yeah, I get your question. Thank you so much, Sophia. It's a beautiful question. So let me be very fast with answering that. Now, a pitch is not a resume, please. A pitch is, okay, for example, I'm telling you that, okay, do a sales pitch about what you do or about your product. Understand? And simply, what you do is just to let me know how valuable that thing is to you. Understand? Just explain briefly. Give me a pitch about that product, or give me a pitch about yourself. It's just like a summary, a professional summary about yourself. But a resume is a bit extensive than that pitch. So I think what that person is trying to say is that it's a summary of yourself. And I said it earlier, actually the word resume means summary. So it's a summary of your experiences, your skills, and your expertise, what you have done. Do you understand? So it is not just a pitch. A pitch can come in like 30 seconds or 20 seconds or even a minute. But a resume is a document that has, you understand now. So it is not that just about pitch. Then the next one is that, yes, just like I said, you can learn stuff online. You can learn things online and be certified. But there is a difference between what you went to school to learn and what you learned online. And that is why we have education section. Education section, we give you, okay, you went to this so-so school, Harvard University, you studied MBA, this and that. Those one we feature into your education section. But there are but you can include your certifications that you have online under the application section and let them know you have done this, you have learned this online from this particular authority and you got the certification and all like that. And also you can include, if you don't have that, let's say, school kind of certification or learning, you can also include something like extracurricular activity, something like extra activity. And from there, you can tell us what you have done or what you have learned that gives you that kind of knowledge. Do you understand? So it's just about you being wise, you being able to be excellent in tailoring your details in a way that it will make you very accepted. It's in a way that it will be convincing, in a way that it will be irresistible. Do you understand? So you can actually present, even if it is you did online course, you got a training from somewhere, you can present it on CV and make it convince the recruiters. Do you understand? So it's not necessarily you must include what you learned in a school. You understand? You can also include other places where you gain knowledge. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you very, very much, sir.
You're welcome. All right. So do we have any other questions? Ma, are we good? Somebody is okay. It's okay. Still
Onyilola there. Onyilola, I think she should take over the stage. I think we're good with your session.
All right.
Thank you very much. Onyilola, we do that.
All right, beautiful.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. It's an evidence that was an impactful session. You could see questions flying here and there. Thank you so much. You all will agree with me tonight that was a beautiful, rich, quality, value-filled session. We're so grateful for your time tonight, sir. We appreciate you and we celebrate you for spending such quality time teaching us how to create a convincing CV. I strongly believe that henceforth, all of the participants tonight will go ahead and ace their CVs. For those of you that still have jesusbaby@gmail.com as your Gmail handles, I hope you know what to do now. And those of you that still have your Mommy Gold, Kiddies, Montessori, nursery and primary school on your CV, please, it's time. Go and expunge it. Go and expunge it. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Once again, we appreciate you. Please, can you join me to celebrate Mr. Ogushola in the comment section? Just say thank you so much, sir. We love you. Thank you so much. I want to see that in the comment section. Thank you so much, sir. We love you. Wow. Thank you so much, sir. I gained so much value. Thank you. Really, we are grateful. Thank you so much, sir. All right, because of our time is fast spent. I want to welcome another phenomenal woman to the room tonight. I've been looking forward to hear her speak. So I've been looking forward to this particular session because the encounter I had with her the last time we had our program was massive and I can never forget. I want to invite somebody that Jesus. She's value-filled and beautiful alongside. Yes, she's the co-founder of Getwork Nigeria. She's an embodiment of unwavering support and relentless hard work. Trust me when I say that. She has been working hand in hand with our co-founder, with our founder, Mrs. Bumyomeke, to build and nurture this organization into what it is today. And that is why I want to welcome her like a royalty that she is. But before I do that, I would like you to listen to her bio briefly. All right. So, excuse me. So yeah, are you ready, guys? Sorry. Okay, so we're about to welcome Mrs. Yetunde Ajibade to this beautiful convergence. Mrs. Yetunde Ajibade is a highly talented lawyer who proceeded to the Anglican Ruskin University, Cambridge, England, after a call to the Nigerian bar to acquire an MA in marketing and innovation. Unsatisfied with the state of education in Nigeria, Yetunde proceeded to the University of Nottingham, England, after a master's to study education. She has organized workshops to promote the benefit of quality education in the formative years. Today, Yetunde is a trainer, a lecturer, a sales expert, a Montessori dictatress, an educationist, and most importantly, a woman, a mother to an intelligent daughter and her many children at Belza Bini Montessori School, located in the heart of Lekki, Lagos. Yetunde oversees the strategic direction of Ace Michaels Integrated Services Limited, a training and consulting firm which has conducted over 100 capacity building programs and several strategy sessions for HNIs and corporate organizations in various sectors of the economy. And she has also trained over 3,000 executives. She is a co-founder of Getwork Initiative and is passionate about children, youth development, and women empowerment. Make some noise in the comment section as we invite this amazing woman as she gives us a remarkable closing speech tonight. We love you, Ma, and we'll welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. You can now have the stage, Ma.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello, Getwork Nigeria.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Changing the rhetoric for Nigerian graduates.
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
When I say Getwork Nigeria, you know how to respond. Getwork Nigeria.
Changing the rhetorics for Nigerian graduates.
I'd like to first of all say, well, thank you for that introduction. And then, of course, I have to start by commending Bumi and all the good work she's doing with Getwork. Okay, yes, I'm here as a support, but Bumi is the one in the driver's seat. It's very time consuming. It's a labor of love. And this is something that we have been committed to from the year we started this. So congratulations to the chosen ones. I want you to write in that comment section, I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. The chosen one. Write in the chat. I want to see that. I am the chosen one. I can't see anybody typing. Fantastic. I am the chosen one. So I'll say congratulations, because being here is not by accident. You have been chosen. And I want to tell you that it's important that you take in everything that this Getwork experience will deliver to you. It's important that you understand that you are supposed to be a vessel. In fact, I want you to type right now in the comment section. I want you to say, I am a chosen vessel for positive change in Nigeria and globally. I will repeat. I am a chosen vessel for positive change in Nigeria and globally. Are you writing? I am a chosen vessel for positive change in Nigeria and globally. Fantastic. And then what happens with a vessel? An empty vessel cannot pour into others. So what happens? You need to fill the vessel. So what we're doing now is the infilling of the vessel that you are. And then when you get filled, there's an overflow. and then you can pour into others. So understand that you being here is not just for you. A lot of people are tied to your success and commitment to this cause. A lot of people are tied to your success as a Nigerian graduate. So you don't have a choice but to win. You have only two choices, to win or to win. There are no losers here. And then I cannot overemphasize the importance of continuous learning. I'm coming from a seminar myself. You can see I have my glasses on, trying to look cute for you guys. Okay, because I don't want you to see how tired I am from a whole day session of training. And that is why we encourage you to do this. The founders of Getwork Nigeria are not telling you to practice, what they are not doing. We practice what we preach ourselves. And we are saying, get committed call your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. More people, I'm seeing the numbers here. We can do better. Call all the graduates that you know to join this movement, to deliver the best quality of graduates into the Nigerian workforce. Now, I was telling you about pouring into others. Ensure that you take everything, you sponge it, and you go ahead and learn even more on your own, so that there can be an impartation for other people as well, to bless other people as well with the knowledge that you have. I want to make mention quickly, because I met one of the questions, about two of the questions. I came in late. Apologies, my darlings. So the thing is, the first thing is the lady who said she wrote, she's trying to apply for jobs, and her CV is not saying, does not qualify her to become a customer service rep. Am I right? Please, can somebody tell me if I'm right?
You're very correct.
She's
looking at a professional customer service. Okay. Yeah, you're very correct.
Okay, brilliant. So you qualified in political science, and they're saying they want qualification in marketing. All right. I want to say this very respectfully, but the Gen Z in me, because I'm Gen Z, by the way, argue with yourselves, is telling me that we are not doing things the orthodox way. We are unorthodox. Okay, first things first. We are not, and that's why I will tell you how to go about getting your job and getting it ASAP. One, I'm sorry, but the company itself has some issues, because a customer sales rep is in the sales business, not really in the marketing business, first of all. Now, anybody who understands how business is done in 2023 would understand that experience precedes qualification. If you want your business to do well, it's experience. So what I would tell that lady is, work pro bono. Walk into an organization boldly but humbly and tell them you have skills in customer service and you would like to work for free. Go there, show yourself, filled with knowledge and delivery. You are saying, I like customer service. No, you don't like customer service. You like people. You should like communication and communication with people. If you like communication, you like communication with people, then you will be the best customer service rep anybody has ever seen. So what do you want to do? You want to own your skills. You want to find yourselves in an environment that would allow you engage people. I tell you, once you have enough experience, whatever is on your CV would not matter. I know it is important to know how to put your CV together in your resume and all of that. But we are trying to tell you now that it is not just your qualification. It is the zeal and the passion for whatever field that you have chosen. And in that area, make sure you gain experience, even if you have to do it pro bono, which is for free, and then people will start to pay you for it. So what Getwork Nigeria is trying to do is not to churn out robots. We are not robotic here. We give you an experience here. We enlighten you. We throw lights. All right. We throw light into what you need to make you become everything that you can become. You are not stifled by you're not restricted by by regular norms and practices. You are creative in your approach. to employment. Not all of us will be employed. Some of us will be entrepreneurs. Not all of us will be entrepreneurs. Some of us will be employed. So find where you fit in and ensure you work day and night to be the best. You know, if you have someone, we all went to school, right? And you have those who would party. I'd love to tell you that I was always in the library when I was in school, but I can't say that because my friends who know me will tell you that's a lie. But the beautiful thing about me is that I found it easy to grasp. So I'll usually write an examination and I can read in 24 hours and prepare myself. I don't know if it was God, if it was the Holy Spirit that will come on me and I'll give me the answers, but I'll usually just scale through examinations. But you cannot compare the results of someone who spends their time studying their subjects and someone who just breezes through. So what you want to do is, in whatever field of study you have chosen, you want to become that field. Become a moving customer service advertisement. And they cannot deny that you have what it takes. Organizations will beg you to join them. All right, so this is the first class, the introductory class. I don't want to take too much of your time because I know the time is fast spent, but you will be seeing me. And I am here to shake you, to ensure that you understand that you are a chosen generation. And there is a reason why you have been created. Don't be distracted by everything around you. Don't be distracted by people that seem like they are doing well now. No, we all have our time. Your time will come. But what do you do in the meantime? You fill yourself so that you become a vessel that can pour into others. Don't forget to continually fill yourself. Become whatever you want to be in your conversations, in your friendships, in your relationships. You will see that, the world is your oyster. There's nothing you can't achieve. Okay, so my darlings, I will be here for the next program as well. I'm here. I'm rooting for you. Don't worry. Anybody that is in Getwork is blessed. There is a blessing and an anointing on Getwork Nigeria. I'm going to tell you, I'm not being biased, that when you are done with the session, if you can't even cut off. That's why we have a lot of people still reconnecting and volunteering for this cause, because it will change your life. So congratulations once again, and I'll see you soon.
Hi.
Thank you.
It's too much for me to allow Oyinlola to say thank you.
Oh my God. This energy,
sorry.
Okay, what is something,
Oyinlola, sorry, you have to excuse me
ma.
to say this thank you, this final thank you. Sorry.
All right,
thank you another day. It's too much of shoes for you to wear right now. Like, guys, this is my backbone. And if I say she's my backbone, she's the backbone of the Getwork Nigerian initiative. Like the Gen Zs, we say, no cap, right? Let me use your language. She's the backbone of everything. You can see the reason why I keep the fire burning. There's actually someone behind the scene that is doing all the work. She says I'm the one driving, but if you're driving and you're carrying a troublesome car or a troublesome engine or a troublesome passenger, you can't drive smoothly. So she is the brain behind the driving. She's the one making this Getwork Nigeria actually work. She's the fire, she's the motivator, she's everything. And I tell you, if you stay connected to this program, like she has said, you are connected to success for life. We're not bragging. It's what it is. We have a lot of testimonials in upcoming sections. We'll have Getwork alumni talk about their Getwork Nigerian experience, and you'll be able to hear firsthand. This thing is not a fabricated story. We don't even put it online. We don't even use it for advert the way we should, because we want to be authentic. We want to be genuine. So you will hear directly from the horse's mouth as we move on in our program to be hearing this testimonial. I want to thank you all. Oyinlola, I'm sorry I had to take the stage because the time is fast spent. I want to thank you all for attending this Getwork Nigeria, this first session of our Getwork Nigeria program for November 2023. And I want to say to you that looking forward to having you in our next sessions. We have a session tomorrow And it's for people who are interested in career in safety. You might not even know what safety is all about, but there's an interesting area, an emerging area in that industry. As young graduates, you want to seize the opportunity early enough in your career and see areas that have not been has not been flooded, if I'm going to use that word. You want to see areas that are emerging that you can quickly key into and use your soft skills and hard skills in. So safety, health and safety in Nigeria is one of them. Safety particularly. We'll be having a guest speaker tomorrow at the same time, 5 p.m. on Sunday, and he'll be taking us through that opportunity in safety, the career in safety. We're giving us an introduction on it. That's one Sunday we'll be having. The other Sunday we'll be having will be on the 19th. But for every other section, it's going to be 5 o'clock every Saturday in November. So please, as we say on radio, stay tuned. Don't leave. Don't touch the dial. And we'll be expecting you in the session tomorrow. Thank you very much. God bless you and good night in Nigeria. You can unmute.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, please don't forget.
Good night. Thank you very much. I
Don't
really
forget to
enjoyed
share.
it. Thank
Please
you
share
very
your
much.
experiences on your
Good
social
night.
media
Thank you.
accounts.
Good night.
Yeah, don't forget to share your
Thank you very much,
experiences on your social media
Let's
and
take a group picture now.
Tag us at Getwork Nigeria,
We're supposed to take pictures.
They're supposed to take a group picture. Group picture, everybody on your camera.
Okay.
Everybody on camera.
On your camera, let's see your face.
Okay, so who's taking the picture?
And let me on
it. Nice one.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
You have to see me. You have to see me.
Oh, Mr. Smart.
Just have to see me.
Okay, so who is taking the picture?
I don't know.
You're driving, you have to be careful.
Everybody say cheese.
Cheese.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a beautiful evening, you all.
Please, I was going to ask, is it possible to get access to this recording, please?
Yeah, I responded. So we are only going to give access to those. We are only going to give access to those who have attended the entire program, and that's going to be at the end of the entire program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So definitely, you are going to receive it if you attend all the other sessions. 100%. All right. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And then I was going to say that they should please share it with their network.
Yes, please.
Share it
Very important. The more Getwork is out there, the more advantage you have as a member of this network, the more advantage you have, because we want more visibility. The more visibility you have, the more benefits you're going to derive from the program. So please, the more you give, the more you get. So share it. Yeah. Share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it among your friends.
On Instagram.
And follow us on Instagram and other social media. So thank you very much. Yeah. So we can call it a night. You can go off when you like, and yeah, we'll be ending the meeting.